You're now listening to I Signed a Marriage Contract with My Ex's Billionaire Boss, Episode 4. Don't skip Episode 1, it all begins there. Signed and sealed. Emma's POV. Liam Stone just proposed marriage. The words still sounded so unreal in my ears. So what do you say? Liam asked me. This is a fake engagement to begin with. I reminded him, my voice trembling with trepidation. How could something so simple as a fake engagement, just to hurt Ryan in return, result to asking me to marry him? And this is also a fake marriage. Emma, it's just a contract marriage, Liam stated. A part of me was relieved, because this seemed to be getting too intense for my comfort. But another part of me still wasn't comfortable about it. But why take this into marriage? I asked. I needed to know. I thought I already established this. Emma, we both want this so that it could spin in our favor, right? Liam asked. Yes. I remember you saying that you only agreed to this because you wanted your father to stop setting you up on blind dates. And frankly, I think this engagement is enough to put him off for now. He seemed convinced to me, I stated. It just wasn't convincing enough for me. It was one thing to be falsely engaged to someone, just to fool everyone and get revenge on an ex. But marriage was a different ballgame entirely, and I wasn't ready for any of it. Besides, this just came out of the blue. I didn't see it coming at all. It will keep him off my back permanently. Trust me, Liam told me. I looked at him, trying to gauge his words. He wasn't like Ryan, who lied to me, and so far, Liam Stone had been nothing but sweet and charming. And I couldn't even deny that there was a glimmer of attraction when I looked at him or when he came close. But that was it. A contract marriage. So how long is this supposed to last for, huh? I asked Liam. The plan was to stay engaged for 4 months. Just a couple of months longer than 4, Liam said. How long exactly? I asked, refusing to relent. This isn't something I just want to get into, Liam, because this is a whole lot to take in. I added, just say yes and my lawyer will draft a contract in less than 30 minutes. Once you sign it, we will make the announcement, and it is done, Liam said. His voice was tight and serious, more than I had ever seen of him, which seemed like a reason to know that he wasn't joking. I accepted your ring without a second of doubt, or even a single question, and it worked for you. Emma, this shouldn't be difficult for you to do for me, right? Liam asked. Plus, nothing changes, Emma, I assure you. You are still going to have your life, that's all, Liam added. I opened my mouth to ask some questions, but then again, it was as though Liam knew that I was about to ask a question. So he chipped in again. Whatever you need to know will be drafted in the contract. And you can also ask questions that are not clear to you. Liam quickly explained. I swallowed hard, my throat clogging. I could barely breathe. What started off as a mere prank was spiraling out of control, and amidst the skepticism and trepidation, I felt a rush of thrill in me. A fake wife. It sounded like something I could laugh about and say I did at a point in my life when talking about it. Right from when I was younger, I always like adventures and trying new things. The normal way of life never fazed me. And this just sort of feels like something that would keep me thrilled and entertained. I thought for a minute what my mum would have said if she was still alive. Jumping head-on into things just for the fun of it or making rash decisions, when you are angry or hurt, is going to be the death of you, she would have said. She always complained that there were a lot of things wrong with how I handled life, but she was never able to dim or completely quench that fire in me. It was still that fire that propelled me into fixing a ring on the finger of a total stranger. All right, draft the contract, I said firmly. Liam looked at me, cocking a brow. What? Are you going to chicken out now? I asked him daringly, I wouldn't dare, he responded. I am just intrigued by you. Emma, you are quite different from every other woman I have ever met, he admitted. I smiled, struggling not to blush. At least one man wasn't, intimidated by the fact that I was different and spontaneous and adventurous. Ryan, just like my mum, used to complain so much about it. You are too wild and it is going to put you in trouble, he had always told me. There is no trouble anywhere, I would often counter him. After the breakup, it dawned on me that Ryan wouldn't have made the best husband for me. And yet, I had been willing to even go as far as proposing to him. Again, one of my spontaneous decisions that landed me flat on my face. Liam picked up the intercom and placed it by his ear. Max, ask Barrister Ian to come to my office right now, he ordered. Does your lawyer also work here? I asked him. He is always at my beck and call, and that is all you need to know, Liam answered. Right after he said those words, a man dressed in a fine suit walked in. What am I to do, Liam? Barrister Ian asked. I need you to draft a quick, convincing marriage contract right away between myself and Miss Emma Carter here, Liam told him. On it right away, Barrister Ian responded. Then he walked out of Liam's office. I was a bit confused and surprised. Hold on, you didn't tell him the specifics of the contract. I reminded Liam, thinking that he had forgotten. He knows what to do, Emma. He has been my lawyer for years, Liam responded. But still, I started, and my voice trailed off when something struck my mind. Or, have you been in a contract marriage with another woman before? I asked, because that seemed like the only way that his lawyer would know exactly what to draft in the will without Liam telling him. Also, I was looking at Liam the whole time he was speaking with the barrister, and so if he had signaled him, I would have known. I am that sensitive. Liam laughed instead. Do you think I go about making marriage contracts with women? Liam asked me lightly. I don't know. I am just surprised and confused. Everything happening here is confusing my thoughts, I admitted. Don't let it trouble you, Emma. You will get to go through it when it comes, and you can ask whatever questions. How it is drafted shouldn't be your major concern, Liam advised me. Anyway, while I waited for his lawyer to get back to us Liam said it could be drafted in 30 minutes. I looked around Liam's office. It was large and looked like something that could easily pass for a library, if it wasn't already a library. Liam had a ton of books on his bookshelf, which was quite impressive. Liam did not interrupt me. He allowed me to feed my eyes and walk around in his spacious office. I'm going to be a fake wife. Brooke is definitely going to freak out when she hears about this. As long as it was a contract that would expire in due time, I had no problems with it. Barrister Ian arrived almost 30 minutes later and said, It is ready. Miss Emma would like to go through it before she signs it, Liam told him. Liam didn't even bother to go through it, which still made me worried, because he was supposed to at least check to be sure that his lawyer had done the right thing. His deep confidence in his lawyer made me wonder in confusion, because I had never seen anything like it. 6 months? I said, shocked. That's half a year. I stated the obvious. And it will be over before you know it. It's just an additional 2 months from the fake engagement, Liam pointed out. Well, if I could do 4 months of being his fake fiancé, then maybe it wouldn't hurt so much. There were trip and mentions of vacations, which was something that Liam already fathomed that I might like. There were a couple of things that seemed normal, nothing out of place whatsoever. Where is the pen? I asked Liam, and he passed a pen to me. I looked at the contract one last time and put my signature sealing the deal. The story continues in episode 5. Let's not pretend you're not hooked. Go on, subscribe, hit the bell, and meet me in the next episode.